Yay!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Sweet 16 of Venture Maidens.
Hey!
Yay! We're 16!
Hey, you got a car for our Sweet 16. Check
did!
it out.
Oh wow! Just like
You're like a real
dream.
princess.
Oh, such a princess. Alright, well, welcome everybody. I guess I'll just jump right into intros. My name is Celeste Konowich. I am your dungeon master.
I'm Brittany Quintero, playing Arnadel Athil, the Elven Warlock.
And I'm Nassim, playing the human monk, Saya Noor.
And I'm Cara Brynhilda, played by Sage.
Cool. We had a fun episode last time. We did a lot of role-playing stuff.
It was most excellent.
I was listening to that at Sprouts today, and I was like, there were definitely parts that I was like, oh, uncomfortable, and like laughing, and people were staring because I was laughing to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Heartily.
It
was entertaining.
Like you do.
It's kind of fun to make people uncomfortable in the grocery store because you're like laughing really hard to whatever it is you're listening to on your headphones.
You get to pull whatever cookies you want from the rack when they're scared of you.
Yeah, basically.
Ah, sweet. Okay, finally got my glass of wine. I'm feeling a lot better. Alright. I guess let's just do it. Let's just jump right into it. Let's recap what happened.
Lots of very uncomfortable conversations happened last time.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the conclusion of our battle, and we were heading back to the fortress. We're heading to the fortress.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were walking along, I decided to have a very choice moment with Aaron Shadewalker.
Yes.
Trying to get the deal about him, because, we were just kidnapped and drugged and made to fight all these things, and would just want to be like, hey, I don't know anything about you. Before we continue as adventurers, I feel like I should know some things about you. Also, my BF wants your dick.
So we gotta know about it to make sure we don't have to cock block this shit.
Yeah, no secrets here.
Remember, we actually had a code word. So whenever we would go out, when we all lived in the same city, and it was coconut water or pineapple.
Pineapple!
We're not going to tell you which is which, but we had code words for bar time.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, so that conversation was had. We did a little bit of retconning where we went back to that 8-hour period where you had traveled to the base of the mountains. And then we had talked a little bit about Saya's reaction to seeing the mess.
Oh, yes.
Here.
Yeah, we had a heart to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, a real brief one, but she jumped back on her chipper horse, and then there's a short little bit of bonding between us, and that was nice.
Did you so I can't remember, did you tell me what you saw in the temple, or we talked about it, but I don't know if that was in character or just in
I think you all agreed to talk about it when you got to a better
okay, that's
when we got our bunks and some hot food and and drinks.
Yeah, so you made it to the base of the mountains, and then what have you seen?
A big old castle thing in the mountains.
Floating.
Yeah, floating walkway with like griffins.
Mm-hmm.
Were they griffins?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks to Celeste, we found out they were griffins.
They definitely were griffins.
And they were like statues, right? But they were alive.
They were like stone,
Constructs?
Constructs, that was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And then after about 1,000 steps, we found the Elysium Keep and met with Rem, Krislov or Christoph?
Christoph.
Okay, I didn't cross my T.
Chris Love.
What? That's a better name, too.
and Isolde,
Mm-hmm.
a half-orc, a human, and some, like, other creepy pixie fairy-looking thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, she was bitchy.
She was fierce. She wasn't bitchy. She was fierce.
Fierce. There you go.
Yeah.
Do you remember any other details, like what they were wearing, what you got the general sense?
Rem was a total babe, and I was so into her that Kara did
Leather
not
clad.
on anything, because she had her, like, bandolier of daggers and, like, tight, form-fitting leather armor, and Kara's just like,
Hubba. Hubba.
Hey, pretty lady.
You did that last time too, Missy.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to say.
And Isolde was wearing very nice form-fitting robes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
She had something stitched on them. Do you remember that?
Oh, what was it?
Was
She
it
also,
the
her title was declared to you.
Fuck.
No, why don't you clue us in?
She had been introduced as the liaison to the Sisters of Sorrow, and she had the same thing that was emblazoned on all of your palms had been stitched.
Oh,
on the back
that's
of her
right.
clothes.
Yeah.
That's right. And yeah, I remember Brittany doing some insight checks and such on her, and got the feeling that she was like perhaps magically analyzing us somehow, and was like a little peeved that like we were the chosen ones, and she's like, I've been here, I'm an elder.
Yeah.
You guys are nothing.
That's the bitchiness that I detected.
Well, she actually said that to you.
No, and then she said it. And then I tried to flip the table at her. And then she cast like cold person on me, and I was
like, that's right, we're the fucking chosen ones.
Don't you don't know my life.
You look at this palm. What do you think? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, and then Rem had sort of said, okay, we're leaving you now, you can go. Aaron's going to take you, show you around. You're going to get your rooms, get the lay of the land, and then early in the morning you're supposed to report back. What?
Brittany just made a face as soon as Celeste said
lay of the
land. She was
land.
like, oh, the bedroom.
Does he show us
the boudoir?
our private quarters?
Can we share a bed? If you're short on rooms, I completely understand.
Do these come in king size or? So he was going to take you around, kind of show you everything, get you situated. Then early in the morning, you were supposed to report back, and she's going to inform you on your first mission. And she had said things were moving very quickly, and she apologized that she couldn't explain more at this present time.
Yeah, something happened, and then they were just kind of like, we'll talk about it later.
Basically, yeah, Isolde stormed off, and both Kristoff and Rem were like, we need to talk now, boop, 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 and kind of shooed you out of the room. So,
rude.
Yep.
In a nice way, Rem smiled a lot and apologized. Kristoff just sort of looked at you. This big old teeth.
I like him.
Didn't we get a sense that Valerius was also a part of this upper echelon?
Yeah. So basically, you did an insight check where you determined that Aaron was definitely of a lower rank than everybody else in the room. And Valerius was on the upper tier with all these folks here.
Everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, you remember Rem at the beginning of the meeting was like, all right, Aaron, that will be all. You can wait outside. And he had gone. Yeah. So there's some sort of ranking system in this fortress going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had exited this conference room of sorts, and the two ornately carved doors had swung shut behind you, and you see Aaron kind of take a couple steps back as if probably he'd been standing at the door trying to listen to what was going on. So he looks a little mischievous and is like step back from the door like...
Clearly guilty.
Ah, like a puppy that's just
Yeah.
like eating your shoe, and you're like, where is it?
What a silly rogue.
Where's
Yeah.
the poop?
Where is it? I know you did it. Okay,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna refill my glass real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Did they pay us? You can go
Yes.
refill your glass, but
We
so we
had-
have money now.
Yeah, they gave us like 100. Sorry, she was looking up right as you guys were talking about puppy. She was like,
Aww.
while Celeste is filling up, this is Lucy.
She's so
Yeah,
cute.
she's a cutie.
She likes to try to drink from your nose.
Not about that life.
Yeah,
She
not
was
about
all
it.
over me last time.
Yeah, not about it either. She's really good at begging. I'm eating, so she's definitely sitting under my feet, like balancing on her hind legs. She's really good at that. Yeah.
What's about tiny dogs doing that? It's so funny.
Heck, oh, tiny dog. That's what Aaron looks like right now. Tiny cute dog. Like, and
Hold on,
with those
let's
big
see.
eyes in the corner. Oh,
She's,
wow.
she's really confused. She's like, okay, like I just wanted the food.
Yeah.
So Aaron sort of steps back and looks at you. Is like, so, how'd it go?
Terrible.
I think you know how it went.
No, what? No, yeah.
Yeah.
Isolde can be a handful. She didn't do anything else to you, though, right?
Oh,
Just-
I'll give her a handful, alright, as Kara raises a fist.
All right. Perhaps we need some rest. Yeah. Let me just. I'm going to show you to your rooms, and I guess we'll go from there. And he begins to just head off down the same passageway you came through. So you remember you had climbed up this set of staircases initially from this larger kind of throne room area. So he leads you back towards that room and across this balcony that looks down into the throne room. And it opens up into a much longer hallway that has a whole bunch of doors on the right side. And then you see the arrow slits in the left wall that look down into the courtyard down below. So now you're on the second story and everything around you. So more of that green and blue light from, the mushrooms and the cavern is kind of filtering into the space. So everything is cast in this really calm sort of blue light. And as you move...
Sorry.
What?
It is nighttime, right? Like it's
It
evening?
was around, 5, 6 when you first started climbing. So yeah, you would assume it's now like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Though you're not sure exactly. It is kind of that weird feeling of when you're truly underground and there's no real way of knowing when it's day, when it's night.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Feels like a Las Vegas hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Time is
God.
eternal and stretches on forever.
It really is.
We will all live forever. Why would you think about it?
Money isn't real.
Nothing is real. Right, so you're looking at all these doors on the right side. The majority of the doors are closed, but a few stand open. So as you're passing by, you pass by about 5 or 6 of these doors, and you can kind of like look into the 2 that are open. They are these very neat cell-like little bedrooms. So Saya, you instantly recognize kind of like in a monastery, the way those individual rooms that were given to folks kind of look like, very Spartan, very sparse. Only a couple of pieces of furniture in there. But some of them you can see like have mounted weapon racks around that have weapons in them, or like armor piled in one corner, or various bags. So it looks like these 2 open doors probably belong to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And Aaron leads you all the way down to the 3 doors at the end of the hallway. And in front of you is a much larger door that leads off into some other section of the keep, but it's all closed down now. And he opens up the doors for you, and you see your rooms in front of you. So they're pretty small, but they have nice, neat cots set up in one corner of the room. Each one has a wardrobe in it, so room to hang or stash wherever, and then a small desk. and a chair. So they all look identical, but they're all cleaned out, nice, tidy, and each one of them has a window that looks out onto the cavern at large, which casts a pretty glow into the room. And so I guess you can pick which ones you want, but these are yours for as long as you'll be with us.
Great.
Good
Now tell me,
night.
where do I
Saya
find
walks.
this bar?
Yeah, we can definitely go there. I thought maybe you'd want to put some stuff down, or we can get water for baths or whatever you would like.
I'm super awkward as I just kind of like shuffle into the left room.
Like, this one.
I just kind of like walk in. I know, like, oh, this is.
And you like tug on his shirt a little bit, like, hey.
Not
come on.
even like no, like this is where my like confidence in flirting, as if she ever had any, ends, because now Arnadale understands like things happen in a bedroom, but her comprehension of that doesn't like go beyond that.
You never read any books on love?
Oh no, I told
Very
you she
dry
didn't.
textbooks.
Yeah, very dry textbook. She's very like logical about it, but like the feelings inside of her don't coincide with the logic of what she had read, so she just doesn't.
Hilarious.
Right, so she's just gonna super awkwardly walk past and kind of put her things down, like just like right in the middle of the room, not even neatly, just in the middle of the room, so she can walk out as quickly as possible while he's standing there in the doorway, and just be like, I need a drink too. Like, I'd love to. I'm with Kara. I need to find the bar. Like,
Yeah, he does that thing where he's standing in the door frame, and as you pass by to move, he like jumps up against one wall, is like trying to get out of your way, like, oh yeah, yeah. But it's like that thing where you bump into each other a couple times, and you're like, oh. He's like,
oh,
yeah, a drink would be nice.
is he a virgin too?
I don't know.
That's what it seems like.
I think.
Just the dungeon master.
Anyway.
Do either Sage or Nassim, do you care which rooms your ladies take?
I'll
I was
take the
gonna
middle
say-
one.
I was gonna say whichever one I was closest to, she just like spread eagles onto one of the beds and like collapses for
Okay.
about a 30-minute nap, and then she wants to join them down at the bar.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's already asleep. Okay.
She's really good at that.
He comes over and sort of shuts the door behind you.
Yeah.
Right. Well, are you both ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, Kara drops off her like pack and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
just in a
Yeah.
sloppy pile in the corner.
Yeah. Like unsling your backpack and
Just,
everything
like-
just falls out onto the ground. Yeah. All right. And then he continues to lead you now through the other set of doors that was on the end of this hallway. And then that opens up into a very similar sort of looking area to the throne room before, where it's this balcony on top, and then it has stairs that lead downwards. And this also has a tall stained glass window lighting up this room. And there are a couple of different doors leading off this way. But the one he takes you towards on the far side of the room, it has a little gold plaque hanging on the door, and it says, "The Middle Sister." And you immediately hear voices and laughing coming from inside.
Mhm.
And he kind of, the door actually doesn't have a knob, he just pushes it open, and the sudden warm torchlight begins to hit you. Like, everything's been kind of in that pale blue and green, but this is lit by normal flames as you walk in. It's a very large room. You can see about 14 tables that have been kind of flung around the room, but there is also like armchairs lining the whole thing, and then bookshelves along both walls. And then on the far side of the room, it's this entire wall of windows that all have these different stained glass patterns, and there's actually a set of doors that leads up onto a balcony outside of this room. And then closest to you, there's a long red oak-looking bar, and there are tons of bottles and glasses stacked filling the walls. So the walls in here look a little bit cramped with all the the glassware and the bottles and the books, and then there
Books?
are bookshelves lining this room. So it looks like sort of a cross between a bar and like a lounge. And there are some people hanging out here. So at one of the tables, 2 individuals are seated. One of them is a very, very tall, muscular-looking woman who you can see immediately, like, these scars and these animal pelts kind of hanging all over her body. And her hair has been, like, buzzed very short. And she has a great battle axe that's just sitting, leaning casually by the table. And she is
She sounds
sitting...
so rad.
Yeah, is she
No.
human? Is she
She
human?
looks like my new
She-
best friend.
You're, like, human, but... God, like, either, like, a tall, frickin' strong human, or maybe there's some other kind of blood in there. You're like, maybe some fucking Goliath or giant. Jesus.
Amazon.
Yeah. And then what really catches your attention is the person sitting, or the thing sitting at the table across from her. It appears to be a human-sized cat. So you notice this bright kind of yellow fur covering its body, and then it has these striped patterns all along it, and it's sitting sort of coiled with its 2 legs. It's like sitting on its chair, and you see a long tail that's flickering back and forth as these 2 giant green eyes are watching something that the woman with the axe is doing on the table.
I know this is not called a Khajiit in the D&D universe. What is this called in the D&D universe? I want to say Khajiit, but
Why don't you go ahead and roll a check?
I think I played one of these guys before, but I don't totally remember.
in Elder
where.
Scrolls? I'm just kidding.
Maybe, honestly, maybe.
That was a Khajiit in Elder Scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Khajiits are super cool. I rolled an 8, but I don't know what my investigation
Or would that be, so it'd be a knowledge, like a history or nature?
It'd be a
something.
14.
Okay. Sorry, all my chords. I'm just trying to get my book so I can show you the picture. Huh. 18. Okay. Then you have heard of...
16.
Okay. Yeah, 16. You have heard of these creatures before, though you've never seen one. These things are called tabaxi.
Ah,
Oh.
that's such a cooler name. Well, I don't know.
Oh.
Khajiit's
It's
pretty
a
cool
cat
too.
person.
It's a cat person.
Tabaxi?
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
What's
trying to find... I'm flipping through Volas right now, trying to find it for you. They're really cute.
They're really
Yeah.
cute
And ferocious.
and charming as hell.
Oh,
But I
really?
mean,
They
but-
have high charisma?
Very charismatic.
Oh, nice. Oh, the
Oh.
leopard baby.
So
Called
you
the
know
Rock.
that you have not really encountered all of these because one, you haven't traveled far, and then 2, these things usually keep to jungle-like climates. Or you might encounter them in like big cities, but it's pretty rare that they leave their tribes or will be seen walking amongst human or elven kind. So these 2 figures are seated in this room. And then behind the bar right now, up on a stool, a woman is stacking glasses. You immediately recognize her as half-elven, and she's wearing this very casual kind of ensemble, like this loose white-fitting shirt and just some riding pants and boots. She looks very casual. She's got red hair that's braided back. She's looks like she's been working for a while, but she's kind of merrily like whistling and going about her business. And as you all walk in there, both the tabaxi and the woman with the axe sort of turn to give you like a casual glance, like they're cursory examining the room, but they go back to their business pretty quick. And then the half-elven woman jumps down from her stool and her business like, "Hello, welcome to the Middle Sister. Come in, take a seat. You must be the new ones. Come on.
Hi. Okay.
Hi.
All right, what can I do for you?
Do you have any elven wine?
Absolutely. Here, my father actually brews his own bread. No, you have to try. You have to try it. And she goes and deftly swings a bottle from under the table, has a glass out in front of you, and is pouring it immediately before you can think about it. And for you, love.
Do you have any dwarven whiskey?
Valerius actually just brought that in recently. He told me you were coming. We don't usually keep it on hand.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's so nice of him.
She goes ahead and she takes out a little glass, like a shot, and then looks at it and kind of shakes her head, and then takes a flagon out and puts it down and just keeps, like, topping it off.
My good woman.
Right back at you.
What is your name?
The name's, well, Deanna, but you can call me Dee.
Pleasure.
Welcome.
Thank you, Dee. Thanks for... Thank you.
Erin, love, why you look so glum? What you need? I don't know. Ale is fine. Alright.
You should try some elven wine, too. But I just kind of look over at him. I've taken a couple sips.
I think the lady's right. I'm going to pour you some of that.
Or some whiskey, or put some hair on your chest and your face. And
Well, I don't want to
all
drag him
around.
back to his room, so...
As Kara says, hair on your chest, I blush, like, profusely.
The bartender, so Dee, turns to you, Kara, and gives you, like, a raised eyebrow kind of head nod, like, at these... Sort of like, alright, I get it.
Fantastic.
So, you found your rooms? What do you think of the key?
It's lovely. Yeah, the rooms are lovely. The wine is lovely, and everyone's lovely.
It is lovely. It tastes
takes a shot of
delicious,
whiskey.
as does the whiskey. This is high quality stuff. And she pulls over a stool to you guys on the other end, so she's sort of sitting and puts her elbows down on the table. There it is. Look, we're using props as he pours a shot. And Aaron is just sort of swilling around his wine. He looks really tired all of a sudden. So, I heard some of your names. There's a little... Kara? Is that?
That's me.
The dwarven one, I remember. And then,
I hold out
that name I can't pronounce ever.
Saye.
Saye, that's what it is.
She's napping. Talia's
Cool.
napping.
Oh, wonderful.
Um,
Yes, I can imagine this might be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, she said she would join us later, which we're excited for her to meet you too.
Wonderful. Yes.
Dee, can you tell me about some of the books that are on the wall? They look quite lovely. I haven't had a chance to glance
we
at them.
we have a pretty good collection here. Valerius likes to bring them back as presents for me. So we've got a wide selection. We've got everything from...
You like to read too?
Yeah, of course. Well, we're stuck in an underground fortress. I mean, what else is there to do, right? Everybody's out on a mission, and who's going to be pouring drinks for who? It's just all me and the books.
Oh man, that sounds wonderful. I haven't been able to sit down and read, and I'm just like super perked up by this book conversation. I'm like, I haven't been able to sit down and read in weeks. Like, it's been really tough.
Oh, love. Well, go ahead, pop a squat, and just sit down. Well, yeah.
I mean, are we allowed to like borrow these and like return them? Is this like a library, or do you prefer that we just keep them in here?
Library is a very generous term. This is sort of the common room area, so people coming back from travels or doing whatever. This is sort of where we all hang out, if not training or out on a mission or anything. So,
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. At the
I wanted
first
to
mention of books. Oh, sorry. At the first mention of books, Kara is like takes her whiskey with her and just like turns around to go find a table somewhere else. She's just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And goes
There
to,
are a lot of tables for you to choose from.
she actually wants to go approach the buzzed head lady in the tabashi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as you move over towards the table, you see the tabaxi's little eyes sort of like move from the table, and you see where the woman with the large axe was spinning a quarter or a coin on the table. So the cat was just like sitting there watching it dramatically. And so as you approach the table, those green kind of lamplight eyes move over and perk towards you, and its ears sort of shoot up, and it does the thing where it turns its head a little bit. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? I'm new here, and I noticed your beautiful, your very fine axe. I am an axe wielder myself, and
the woman with the axe just turns towards you and sort of like, and shakes her head, and then the tabaxi again is like, Lex doesn't talk much, but it's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name? Oh, the Flint and Axel will be delighted to have another dwarf on the premises. The name's Pipalix. What's yours?
Pipalix, that's nice. I'm Kara.
You see the tail switching happily back and forth.
I am Kara Brynhilda of the Ember Thunder clan.
That's a lot of names.
It's a lot of names. Dwarves are very into names.
Interesting.
One isn't enough.
No.
While this is happening, Saye, I actually wanted to jump back over to you real quick. What's happening there? So you're napping, you're going, it's a pretty comfy bed. Can you make a perception check for me, please?
But she's so tired.
So sleepy.
15.
Okay. You're like not quite asleep yet, not quite awake, but just awake enough to notice that you hear a creaking sound coming from your door.
Oh no.
You kind of
I snap
kind
up.
of in the yeah, okay. You snap up and you see standing in the doorway, a tall, thin gentleman is standing there. He's all dressed in black, and he has kind of wispy hair that's like thinning at the sides. And he just slowly pushed open the door. Hello, madam. I thought you might require my assistance. The name is Vlad. I am the master of the house. Can I help you with anything? As he's looking at you, these like black eyes that he has are just kind of staring dully at you. And you just get this sense of like dread looking at this guy. Like it looks like he's been through some shit. He makes you feel a little bit sad.
Aww. That makes her sad. Yeah, she's. Are you okay? Are you tired? You look like you need a nap too.
I nap when is appropriate.
I hope you're getting enough sleep.
I thought perhaps you might like hot water after your journey, or perhaps some amenities for the room. We have a wide selection of ornamentation available to you.
This is ridiculous.
But she's so. Oh, she loves it. Her heart is warming up. I would love some warm water. Thank you so much.
Of course, madam. Anything else I can assist you with?
Just take care of yourself, okay?
Self-love all the way.
Yeah.
As you say that, he gets this kind of stormy look in his eyes. You want to make an insight check for me?
Okay. Oh no. What happened to my powerful rolls? Oh god, 12.
Okay, so he gets this sort of look over his face, and it's hard for you to tell. It's like he's looking far away all of a sudden. He's like, I have not been able to take care of myself for some time. Back in the lands where the ghosts came, everything was different. And then he sort of turns out into the hallway and begins to slowly, like, stride away. Even when he moves, it's sort of like, you know, like wind, his feet move very little, and like wind is kind of trailing.
My god.
Him as he walks down the long corridor.
She's like super taken aback and just like, okay. Like slowly closes the door, and she doesn't really know if she's scared or not.
Yeah. You do see there is a lock on the door. There's like a bolt if you wanted to lock it.
Yeah, I'll lock it.
Okay.
I'll wait for people to knock this time.
And then do you head back to sleep or?
Since I'm now quite awake from that experience, I think maybe I'll go down and meet them.
Okay. Yeah, you're like,
What was that guy's name again?
Vlad.
He was human?
Yeah. The master of the house was his title.
Not butler.
All right, and then you jump back. So Pipelix continues to chat with you, and the woman with the axe sort of after a while, and Pipelix is just chattering on to you about nothing in particular. I like your axe too.
Thanks.
Dwarven make?
Yes. Of course, you know, being a dwarf.
Mm. And then takes a deep she takes a big
long
drink from her
sip.
flagon.
Yeah. After a very long sip, Kara's like, I can sharpen that for you if you like. I have some dwarven pumice, for extra sharpening.
Mm. You should meet
Yeah.
Axel. He's our master
Axel. It sounds like someone I'd like to. Where do I find this Axel? And you said people like Flint or whatever.
Oh yeah, Flint is his apprentice. So it's Axel, and I think he's his nephew. Flint is his nephew, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, they look sort of similar, but to be fair, to me, a lot of dwarves look very similar. You're very low to the ground.
Aren't cat people short?
I get that all the time.
Well, yeah, so they are, yeah, they are short. They're like short and small, but yeah. So I mean, this creature isn't particularly bigger than you. You think maybe?
Probably weighs like a fifth of what I weigh, though.
Yeah. And Pipelix is like looking at you as you're concerning this and begins to lick their arm.
I'm fascinated. Like I am staring uncomfortably close to them as Pipelix does that. I'm fascinated. I want to know more.
Yay, tongue bath. What are I'm gonna say
Kara
at this
likes
point.
those too.
I'm gonna.
I think Kara's like, Kara, do you stick your like bottom jaw out when you're like focusing and concentrating on something? You're just like,
Yeah, exactly.
I do that when I'm concentrating in real life for real.
All right, Salye, I'm gonna say you kind of arrive into this, so you see your companion Arnadel chatting with a half-elven woman at the bar. Aaron is sitting next to them, kind of in that conversation, and then your friend Kara is chatting with these other two folks in the big pretty room around you. You haven't seen another sign of Vlad yet.
I'm very confident Vlad will find me no matter where I am in this place. So
Probably.
yeah. So I'll make my way over to Aaron and Arnadel.
Right when you step in the room, you get a, hello, what can I get for you? You must be the other one, Salye. You look like you've seen a ghost.
Oh, yeah. Is Vlad okay? Does he have some friends?
Both Aaron and Dee sort of look back and forth at each other, and we're not really sure what Vlad's particular issue is. He's a little. I think he's seen some shit, but he's a good guy.
I'm perplexed.
And Aaron's like, he's always talking about ghosts and vampires. I don't know. We're not really sure where he came from.
I want to make him my friend.
To be honest, you'll a lot of the folks who work or live here, we're sort of a mixed bag.
Well, it's very sweet that you open your arms to everyone.
Yeah, you know, Rem sort of finds us all, and I don't know what exactly her qualifications are, but we're all here because of her, so we all owe her a good deal, so, you know, I'm...
Truly is a family.
Yeah, a big, weird sort of family. And the woman behind the bar is like, do you need a drink? Because I do. And then she goes and refills her cup.
I have hot water coming. I'm set.
Oh.
That's right, Vlad. It's bringing you hot water.
Great.
I just wanted the pleasure of everyone's company.
Yeah. And as you kind of settle down and hang out, the door to this room opens again, and in walks your old friend Valerius. And
Super.
Dee kind of bounces up when he comes in and like runs over to the edge of the bar, and he leans over the bar and she like kisses the end of his snout and is like, "So happy to see you, dear."
Mm.
And you see he's got a little paper wrapped parcel that he hands and like puts down on the bar, and it looks like the vague outline of another book. She kind of looks at it delightfully, and Valerius looks at all of you and, "So, you found the bar. I'm so surprised." And Dee sort of like slaps him on the arm a little bit. And he like fumbles off, and then he heads back to, you actually see now when you look at the length of this room, dividing the room, there are two doors that lead off of here, and he turns and ducks into the room to the right, carrying several bags and pouches.
I casually turn on my detect magic invocation.
Sure. So some of the things he is carrying are magical. The package he handed her was not. The room has a vague aura of magic about it. Some of the books on the shelves have a magical glow, you can see. Some of the drinks on the shelves have a magical glow about them.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see that the woman who introduced herself as Lex, her battle axe, is magic. The Tapaxi, Pippalix has some magic items on them. A lot of magic in this room.
Everybody's packing.
Yeah.
Packing heat.
Hell yeah.
Cool. I'm like,
yeah.
the more you know. This is like how I feel. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you hear a voice come from that room to the right. Valerius is like, "Oh, if the three of you have a moment, I have some things I've been instructed to give you."
Yeah, Kara shakes her head after being engrossed in watching this cat person, like, lick themselves, and she's like, "What?
And
Okay."
you think now they're doing it because you're watching them do it. And they're just like, it's that thing where like a cat is like licking up their arm and just like looking at you, like daring you to like, what are you gonna do about it? Here's my leg over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sally gets really excited. She's like, "Ooh,
fascinating.
presents!"
Yay! So if you move over towards that door, Valerius hasn't emerged from it yet. You see this door has another gold plate on it that says Mercantile. And as you walk into this room, another pretty large room, but this one is just full of shelves and crap. The walls are just full of stuff. Jars and boxes and bottles, and you see weapons that are hung up on racks. You see barrels. You see just canvas sacks have been kind of lined up against the walls. And in the middle is like a large desk that Valerius has put down a bunch of the packages that he has, and you see another door that kind of leads off into the back. So this gives you the feeling of like a shop, almost like a sort of general store that you would walk into. And he is leaning over the desk, and has these parcels that are laid out on the table. Rem instructed me that you will be needing some items along the way, and of course, I am the quartermaster for the keep. So if there is anything you need to purchase, I will probably have it in stock. What this means in game terms is that you can buy anything you would buy on the normal equipment table in the PHP.
Woo!
You can buy it here. And then y'all picked out some presents.
Certainly did.
So,
Probably
Kara,
did.
would you like to unwrap your presents first? And
Yeah.
tell the class what you got?
So, because she is always getting herself into trouble, she
I think
receives,
you all are, but, yeah.
and true story, but she receives a potion of greater healing, as well as some mithril chain armor, heavy mithril chain armor. There we go. Words.
Pretty.
So shiny.
That's it?
Well, that's the gifts we're talking about.
Okay,
ones
so
y'all
not like
got to
equipment and stuff?
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
also get to do that in a minute. But we're unwrapping presents. These are presents from Rem. And then, Britt, do you want to talk about your stuff? What did Santa bring you?
I opened my parcel to find a bag of holding and a wand of secrets.
Ooh, what is a one?
Wand of secrets do? Damn it, Sage!
A wand of
Dobby!
secrets. Since I'm a strong, independent young elf, I cannot be beholden to having a rogue in our party at all times. So I decided to take this wand of secrets because it essentially points out like traps and hidden passages in a 30-foot radius. Like
Nice.
it just lets me know.
Yeah,
where
that's
those
awesome.
are.
Oh,
That's
does it
so
have like
handy.
a certain number of charges or something?
I don't know. It probably. Yeah.
Okay.
It does. It gets them back at dawn, so I can keep using it.
Bag of holding, so useful.
Yeah. I want
Oh
to.
yeah.
I might draw what that looks like later because I think a bag of holding should look super bitchin'.
Well, Valerius procured all of these items for you, and I'm going to say they are tailored to your individual tastes, so you can totally pick how they look. He may
Cool.
not be the nicest man in the world, but he's got great taste. And there's a little bit of potpourri that falls out of each sack as
Of
you
course
unwrap your
Fucking
lavender.
scented.
So potpourri without being in a bag is kind of like rubbish. Is it in a little satchel?
No, so everything was wrapped up tight, and it's like, gift wrapping at the store when they lay something down and they sprinkle petals over it and then wrap it.
I've never bought
Like in
any.
that scene
I've
in
never
Love
bought-
Actually.
That scene in Love Actually. Never mind.
Anyway,
I saw
and
that
then-
movie way too long ago.
the movie's
scene-
shit. Anyway.
It is shit. I love Joni Mitchell, and that was
Ooh.
That was the sad story.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, goddamn. I've been having problems with my headphones for this past 10 minutes and they're in the wrong ear. There we go.
Whoops.
Yep.
Your beautiful hair just gets in the way of everything you're seeing.
I just can't see anymore.
God. Oh, shit.
Wish, swish, swish.
Anyway. I didn't write it down apparently, and I was just searching through the text right then. But I got myself a bag of holding and a rope of climbing. And so I'm sure most people know what the bag of holding is because you just said it. And the rope of climbing I say a command word, and I picked out a good one, and I don't remember, it'll come to me. You say a command word, and the rope, you can dictate where the ends will go. You'll
Was
just
it dart?
No.
Pineapple.
Coconut.
Pineapple!
Coconut.
They're good ones.
Sweet
Something.
fruits.
One of those.
Good, cool. So those are the items that you got. And then also, I mean, if you guys have ideas about, I know I told you to kind of look at everything. If you have any general ideas how you're spending your money, anything cool, or...
I just wanted to buy 2 health potions because they were like 50 gold pieces each, I think.
Yeah.
So just 2 health potions.
Ooh, I went on a shopping spree, girl. That was so
oh,
much
girl,
money.
what'd you get?
So much money that a monk does not need. So I got me
The most money she's ever seen in her life.
yeah. So I had a healer's kit, and then I moved on to 1 linen robe set. So just basically 1 other change of clothes.
Mhm.
Manacles. I got 2 manacles.
Oh.
For the kinky times.
What are you
Okay,
doing
well,
with those?
With that manacle and that rope,
Woo!
I'm in, like,
I don't know.
whoa.
I don't know.
You gonna climb a tree?
Friday's coming up.
TGIF, am I right, boys?
Put the man
She'll
in the
lend
manacles.
them to you, by the way, Arnadelle. She'll lend them to you if you ask her.
Arnada's like, why would I need those?
And I wouldn't know the answer either. But
We
between
just heard it somewhere, so we just thought it
I'm
was
just
kind of-
putting it out in the universe. Yes.
Just so
Thanks.
you know.
If I'm ever tackling anything, I'm glad I know I could use those manacles.
Okay.
Aaron came along and choked.
An herbalism kit so that I can make potions and not have to buy them all the time.
Smart.
Oh, you can just
just-
ask me. I'm an alchemist.
Well, fuck, I didn't know that. Something could happen to you.
What if you died and someone
What
else
if
had to
you
pick the
died?
health potions?
Ah,
A disguise kit, thieves' tools, oil, a short sword, a whip, because again with the kinky.
Because why not?
just kinky in general, nothing specific. It's just kinky to have a
Just-
whip.
Yeah.
Yeah. A crossbow with 100 bolts. And yeah.
Like,
This is what the bag of holding
Damn.
is for. Like
Yeah, all
I
the
just
shit
shoved
you
it.
bought.
You're ready.
Yeah.
We're like
wanted-
zombie apocalypse ready.
Hell yeah.
I'm curious about the oil.
Just,
All to go with the whip. and
Oh,
manacles,
to go with the whip.
obviously.
God damn. Oh, this
or
is
to
special.
light a torch.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
But then
Alright,
I can because I can create fire.
you can create fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. My dear dwarf. What did you get?
Let's see. She would get a shit ton of like beef jerky. Just like handfuls.
Now, do you like that teriyaki flavor? Or are we talking like
Ah,
traditional
cracked pepper.
No,
Pepper.
she likes the pepper.
Yeah.
Mm, don't fucks with that teriyaki.
No, it's too zesty for her palate.
Nobody needs dried teriyaki. That sounds terrible. That needs to stay like a moist paste, okay? That does not need to be dried out.
Moist paste.
Moist
agree.
paste, my two
In a
favorite
bottle.
words.
Those are such a good
Sealed-
word combination.
Sealed in a bottle.
Moist paste. Like hard. that-
Okay.
A couple more times. Couple more times.
Okay.
Is there a dry paste? Is that a thing?
Apparently, that would be fucking teriyaki beef jerky. It doesn't need to happen. Doesn't need to happen. It's fucking gross.
Okay. All right, kids.
Anyway.
So we
It makes me
bought
think
that.
of like ketchup out on the asphalt in the middle of the summer. That's what
That's fucking horrifying.
That's
Christ,
the
right?
worst visual ever.
Yeah, that was so graphic.
Wow. Okay. So
Why is it so funny? I have no idea.
Because it's very specific and you all fucking know what I'm talking about. That's why.
Oh my god.
not enough warmth.
and then, yes, after grabbing her handful of non-teriyaki beef jerky, she just like kind of like eyeballs splitting the rest of the gold in half and just like puts it like in your guys' hands like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know, get stuff for me. I don't, whatever. You guys are the smarter of the bunch.
Just a whole bunch of hand axes.
Yes, I would like more hand axes. That's a very good idea, Saya. You know me so well.
Yeah. And totally, like, if you guys ever, in between downtime, every time we come back to the keep, you will be able to revisit here. Yeah. So just assume your general
Rock
store.
up.
Alright, so
I
will get
Too often in
three hand
D&D.
axes. 4 hand axes.
Too often in D&D, there's never a place to spend your freaking gold. So now you have one on site.
I'm gonna actually pocket the money that Kara gave me. I'm gonna make a mental note that I want to do something special.
Brett, you're getting real close to the mic and you're getting louder and louder.
Oh,
Just so you know.
sorry.
You're
Okay. All right. Anything
Good,
else
it
you
means
wanted
you're
to do
into
in here?
I don't know is it bad now?
No, you're
What?
fine.
No, you're fine.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
To add to your confusion, Valerius each hands you another little bag of gold coins too.
Whoa,
you
how
get
much?
50 gold.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wait,
An additional?
You haven't been paid for your last. Two.
What? How much gold did Kara just shove into my hands? By the way,
like 15 gold pieces each. It's just as much as her little hands can grab.
So wait, does this sound right to everyone else that we have over 200 gold pieces?
we already spent. I already spent basically all of mine.
Really?
Yeah. Because I spent. So we had an additional. We were given 100 gold pieces.
By Reggie. And then I think you got 50.
Yeah, before we leveled up, we had 150 gold pieces. And then we were given an additional 50. So I'm back down to 150 gold pieces because I only spent.
Oh yeah, no, right now currently I have 116 gold pieces, but right now that he's giving us 100 right now. Are we going?
You each get 50 gold right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. We all. Ow! Oh, chair. Too close to elbow.
Well,
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. We all done with accounting?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. And then you bought your stuff, and yay. And Valerius now sort of turns his attention away after grabbing all of these items for you that you've been asking for. The stock looks great in this store. He has maintained it super well. Everything seems, in an organized sense to him, it's very clear as he's bustling around and opening up. Sometimes he has to step to the back to get items. That's where he got the health potions from. And now he kind of turns his attention away from you and starts unpacking what he's brought. So, in his little back room.
Before we step out, because I'm assuming we're stepping out.
Or you could hang in here.
I would be.
Watch him work.
Okay.
Watch him work.
Work and twerk.
I don't know
Over
the
the
song,
shelf.
but I don't go to clubs. But
That wasn't a real song, I promise.
you could tell me it was, and I'd believe you. Yeah, Saya, you're staying or going?
Me? Oh, I did all my shopping. I'm ready to bounce.
Okay.
I'm thirsty. I need my water.
You're hot water and lemon.
Thirsty.
Sure, D could help you out with that too.
Before we all head out, I'm gonna briefly stop by and kind of stand awkwardly in front of Valerius and clear my throat because I want to say something.
Yeah, he sort of turns around and is holding 2 bags. He's like, yes? Something else?
I just wanted to say, give an apology for, if we were super sassy or rude when we were out in the field and initially meeting you. And I on top of my apology, I would like to say thank you for all of the help that you've done. And I'm really happy to be working with you. So I just wanted to And I'm just gonna kind of like, okay, like walk away.
So yeah, no, he's looking at you. He's waiting for you to finish, and he kind of like makes like he doesn't really isn't comprehending, and he's like, yes, of course, no, it will be a pleasure working with you as well.
Thank you. Okay.
Let me know if you need anything. You know where to find me, or if not, Dee always knows where to find me. She's more magical about that than I am.
I just kind of like smiled and be like, oh, okay, okay, bye, thank you, and I like scurry out. Awkward.
He looked confused. Like maybe he isn't used to people talking to him like that.
Yeah, Arnadel feels like a camaraderie with the fellow magic user, and she was touched by the interaction with him and Dee. Like, oh, you are capable of a softer side and feeling.
You are capable of love.
You are not a robot.
you robot.
Yeah, and Arnadel felt like she's like, oh man, we started off on a bad foot, so she wanted to just kind of establish a more neutral.
He seems
trusting.
to appreciate that.
Word.
All right. And so you head back into the main bar area. So from here, it is getting later in the evening. You were told to come immediately, the top of the morning. So is there any other business y'all would like to attend to before meeting with Rem to see what's up?
Oh,
We
yeah.
want answers.
Yep. I want my ritual spell. I want my motherfucking pseudo dragon.
Yeah, so right now,
Damn it.
assume you have a long rest right now. You to do with as you will.
And we three need to meet up and talk about what our visions were. We have to have a powwow.
Kara was gonna take some whiskey to go in like a little sippy cup.
Oh yeah, Dee's all about it. She's like, love, do you want the bottle?
I certainly do.
If you ever run out, I know where to find you. Not in a creepy way.
No.
Sorry.
Wait, this is the
I mean, there's
start
only
of
like 10 rooms. I'm like 2 down from you.
fantastic. This is the start of a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
I
So
saw
she-
something magical with D, right? Whenever I like.
Dee doesn't have like a magic signature, but some of the alcohols on the shelf do. Behind her.
Okay,
That's what
that's
you
what it
saw.
was. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're the real fancy bottles, like on the top shelf, that look a little bit dusty.
That's
Um,
sick.
Yeah, so you can take a bottle to go.
Fantastic.
So did you guys want to find a private place to talk, or?
Oh, I was just gonna head back up to the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I look at both of you and I'm like, do you want to talk to each other about this stuff, or should we wait for another night?
No, this is good.
Yeah, let's just get it out, I guess.
All right. We can go to my room.
Summer party!
Oh boy.
And then Aaron, as you're leaving, is like, okay, well, let me know if you need anything. My room's just down the hall. So.
Oh, which one was it?
It's the second one if you go all the way down.
On the right or the left?
On the left. I mean, they're all on the left.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Word. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Just, yeah, if you need anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you can hear if anything.
I mean, or you can just kind of yell Vlad and then into the night and he'll show up.
Kara is chuckling under her breath.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're
She's gonna be screaming Aaron into the night.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna stay here. You know, you do what you love.
Yeah,
See you in the morning,
yeah,
or maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Good
Okay,
night.
yeah, bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Nighty night, lover boy.
Good night, Kara.
She gives him a nice pat on the butt.
He waits until Arndale's looking away and then winks.
Yeah.
I literally bros now.
I literally like pause in my step and my mouth is open of like, like protest,
see the
but
wink.
also
You
Oh, I
made sure you
didn't?
didn't see the wink.
Okay, gotcha.
You
I
waited.
thought, I see. I thought I saw the wink.
No.
and that was my
That was
reaction.
just for Kara.
Oh.
I give him a wink and a gun.
He does too. And he goes.
Y'all are
Or a wink and a crossbow, I should say.
Yeah. So wait, that's like more lean your hands back. 2 bolts. All right.
So we go back to the room. Hey guys, I'm gonna summon something real quick.
Roll
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
I kind of also
That sounds
also-
weird.
no, it's more powerful in 3s. Magic is always more powerful in 3s.
Yeah, didn't you watch
Also
Charm?
sounds bad.
No, I need you, Kara. Just don't be afraid of it, and just be quiet. Shh.
She's
You
screaming.
get to. Hey, I look at you and I'm like, hey, if I let you, I'll let you help me name it.
It's gonna have 3 names.
Naming rights.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, if you guys help me with the summoning and ritual, you guys each get to pick a name, and that'll be part of its full name. Deal?
Patrick! It's Patrick!
I mean, you should at least wait to meet it. We don't even know if it's a boy or a girl. Let's just summon it. And I feel like flipping a coin would be a fair way to determine if it's a boy or a girl.
All right.
Brittany, gender isn't a binary. You can't just flip a coin.
can't just. Right.
Oh my god.
What if it doesn't have traditional genders?
I mean, I guess I could ask the pseudo dragon when
That's
it
true.
is coming, but I don't think they can talk. Well, I have a bond with it, but yeah, I don't have. When am I getting that out? Yeah. So yeah, DM, what's going on with that?
So you get back to your room and you're setting up your ritual?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have Saya and Kara just sort of sitting on the edges of the room. And as you begin these incantations and you draw your kind of silver sigils on the floor and you feel the power exiting, like draining into the circle, and then you feel this connection to something else. Like this power is growing, this column in the middle of this place. And you both, Saya and Kara, you see this kind of silvery blue, it looks like a mist sort of appearing in this tall pillar in the center of this sigil. And then flip a coin.
Call heads. What's
Heads.
heads gonna be?
Female.
No, what's heads gonna be? Heads is female.
Heads is
Okay.
female.
Tails. It's a boy. It's a boy.
Patrick!
It's a baby boy! And all of a sudden that silvery kind of blue mist like solidifies and forms this almost marble looking column. And then you all just have enough time to look away as this column shatters out into a bunch of pieces. So it's like these chunks of rock just keep flying off of it. And like as you're kind of like looking away from it, you look back towards the center. And then sitting in the middle of all of this is this sort of cat-sized little body that looks like this weird kind of mashup of like a tiny dragon, but a little furry creature, and it's got this big kind of curly looking tail on its back, and you see 2 opalescent purple wings on its back, and you see these 2 really, really stubby little like green horns on the edge of it, and it's got this like kind of scaly pattern of like yellow and black ringing its body, and it sort of turns around and goes, meow!
Oh my god, I imagine it like in like the scene in
Is it-
Gremlins.
Is it like when baby birds imprint on like, like the person who helps
It
hatch
seems
them?
like this thing is just really fucking confused right now, and it's looking at all of you like, "Ah!" And it goes in turn and like stares each of you sort of in the face, and then like is looking down at the ground at the little scratchy, and like you see it lifts these 2 very human looking, they're sort of almost raccoonish kind of hands, like out towards the center and sort of like etches with its nail at the edge of this binding, and then kind of walks and steps over the line. Like kind of walks and steps over, and like it goes towards you, Arnadell, and you're just sort of staring at this thing.
I'm
this
like
point.
almost in tears. I'm just like, oh, it's so
Yeah.
perfect and
And then
beautiful.
as it gets towards you, it just looks at you for a moment, and then it flops over onto its belly and kind of like kicks its two little back legs up in
Shut
the air.
Up. Oh, my god.
Get out of here.
It's like, "Ah!"
Oh god, that noise though.
I know.
And you see
Oh
this
my
little
God.
this little purple puff of smoke comes out of its two little nostrils.
I immediately like, like I blow raspberries on its little belly, and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
Ah!
I'm all about it. Something my dog Lucy, she puts her arms up like this, and I'll like kiss her armpits.
oh,
Hilarious.
Her legs are like this
yeah.
fucking long. She's got the tiniest little legs, and so she'll stick her arm up, and she loves her armpits getting like, kissed, and I'll like blow raspberries on it. It's just cute. So that's what I do with the dragon.
So as it does that, and then it sort of like stops for a bit, and then kind of sits back up and reconsiders, and then that little purple puff of smoke comes out, and it's like, Arnadell.
Oh, shut
Oh.
up! Oh my god!
Get the fuck out of here.
And then
How?
it puffs out purple smoke again.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Kara's
Yeah.
really disturbed by
You
that.
say it's sort of like you know how when like a parrot talks to you, and it
Yeah.
has that weird sort of like animal sound to it.
It does. It doesn't have lips, so it just kind of makes the sound.
Yeah.
Ow. That's adorable. Okay, I'm beside myself. We've clearly made a connection, and I look at you guys, and I've got like stupid tears streaming out of my face. Like,
Kara is
stupid
very
tears.
disturbed by this whole process.
Yeah, and now it's just sort of sitting up, like looking at all you, like it's psyched.
Am I like
Oh, I
gonna?
love
I'm
it.
gonna extend my arm so
Yeah,
get
so
it like,
it's
on my
yeah.
shoulder.
It can definitely crawl up on you, but it is a little bit awkward as it does so, because it is like pretty solid, like
We just
like
gotta get
large
used to
cat.
each other.
Yeah. So yeah, and it sort of curls its tail around your neck, and it's a very weird looking little creature.
Is
I
its
can't wait to
face?
draw.
Did you describe its face
Its
as being
face-
more like a dog or kitten?
Its face is sort of like a little dragon face, except it's got like this crazy coloration, and imagine like a chameleon tail and these like purple kind of translucent butterfly wings
yeah.
on this thing.
Butterfly wings?
Yeah, so they're like these very translucent kind of purpley, like fairy looking wings.
Sounds so fucking cool.
It's just like a
Right.
super weird mix of.
Is this the pseudo dragon?
Mm.
Okay, all right, I'll take it. So I look at you guys, and I'm just beside myself with this creature. It's like the most perfect and beautiful thing I've ever seen. So what do you guys want to name it? I'm pretty sure it's a boy.
Patrick.
we're still on Patrick.
Still stuck on Patrick.
Kara.
Hang on, wine glass while you're. I'll be back. What's up?
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna give you a second to think about it because I need more beer.
I got one. I'm also gonna grab another cider. I'll BRB.
Okay, I guess it's just me. It's so uncomfortable. Even though I'm sure, maybe they can't hear me. Maybe they all have their headphones still plugged in. But I'm not changing my mind. It's going to be Patrick. First, middle, or last name.
What's its name?
I don't know. I don't know who has the first, who has the middle, who has the last. You need to give it to us. If we're each giving it a name, who's getting the first name, the middle name, and the last name?
Sorry, I'm reading something.
Come on, we've got to decide before we have to log out.
I got my name.
Okay. Well, why don't we do all three, and then, Brittany, you'll pick which order they go in.
Okay,
I'm sad I don't get to pick one.
go ahead. You can be the voice of the dragon, so the dragon would then tell me the name that it wants as well, like its own name, but you know what I mean?
Fritz.
Fritz?
Fritz with an F. All right, Fritz. I dig it. Oh, shut up! Oh my god! All right. Fritz Patrick.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking took me a second. All right, Kara, what is it? Fuck, I hate you guys.
It is an ancient dwarven name that has a very noble connotation. It's Alistar. I would spell it for you, but I cannot. Sadly. So I will leave it to your imagination.
I like that more than Alistair. Alistair. I'm gonna actually do Alistar.
Yes, that's how you pronounce it.
Is that different than Alistair?
Yes.
It's Alistar.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think it might have to be Alistar Patrick Fritz.
Alistair Fitzpatrick. Why can't it be that?
Why can't it be Fitzpatrick?
Because that's what you want. But okay, fine. All right, Alistar Fitzpatrick is my little creature. What is it? Can we just have like a made-up name for what this thing is?
It's a pseudo dragon.
Oh, okay. All right, but a freaky one. It's like a hybrid.
Yeah, something. You got an interesting one in the.
All those mushrooms.
You got a derpy one from the pet store.
That's why I like his armpit king.
I can't help but picture its face as like the tiny little dragons from How to Train Your Dragon with like the googly eyes that never focus on anything.
Yes, exactly.
Especially when it says "Ma."
Exactly. It's just the noise and it's
I know
behavior.
I can't believe it says. All right. I'm writing this down. Green stubby horns, black and yellow
stripes.
All right, yellow
The black and
stripes.
yellow part sounds dope. With green
And so
horns.
does stripes with purple iridescent butterfly wings.
That's so cool.
And a curly chameleon tail.
Not dragonfly wings, but butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
So great. So great.
All right. I think that's actually, we're going to have to end with that.
Oh, okay. We're not
Right.
going to go into our stories?
Well,
We can't.
we done at 10.
Oh, yeah.
We spent all our time at the bar.
Yeah.
God
And-
damn it. It's just like real life.
Yeah, for real. And I'm glad
like real. It's gonna be like D&D friends.
Yeah. Or, yeah, that's
I
our
call Joey.
pencil for- yeah.
Val.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I guess we did spend a lot of more time role-playing and getting to know the space. But next time, we've got some big shit. I wrote out a whole thing and everything, but
Oh boy, it's gonna
we
get.
got to play some catch-up, so.
Yeah, that's good. And
Okay.
I finally got my pseudo dragon head.
God, you've been
Alice-
trying to summon that for so long.
That's right
I
now.
feel like
now-
like
now
every
it's just
game.
always around. It's just always going to be chilling with you.
I think so. I think, normally I'm supposed to just summon it when I need it, but I have a feeling this thing's like going to be on my shoulder 99% of the time.
Yeah.
From now.
It licks your hand.
Yeah. I'm good. This thing's going to sleep like on my pillow with me.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable.
All right. Well, I think that's going to bring us out. So thank you, everybody, so much for listening to another episode of Adventure Maidens. I, of course, have been your Dungeon Master, Celeste Konowich.
I'm your super awkward elven warlock, played by Brittany Quintero.
And I'm Nassim, your human monk, Sayanur.
I'm your dog of a dwarven barbarian, Sage.
All right, thank you everyone so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. All right, don't forget,
away.
venture away.
Venture away.
Venture away!
Sorry.
Sorry.